Hi everyone, my name is Dhaval Gangar and welcome back to my channel, The 1% Common Sense, where I uncover simple yet effective common sense habits and practices applied by the richest 1% of the world to create generational wealth. In our last video, we learned how condo apartments evolved, how they became popular, and subsequently how they started feeling the crunch. In our video today, we are going to see what's next for the condo apartment market, and there are some interesting insights. So stay till the end. Let's dive in. We observed that inventory level, a ratio of active listing divided by the number of units sold, has reached 5.4 months. And with more than 30,000 units getting completed in next 1.5 years, the ratio could very well reach upwards of 6.5 months. And that's when I feel the price pressure would accelerate. Most of these newly constructed units were sold in the era of low interest rates and rising condo prices prior to 2021. They were sold at a rate of $1,200 per square feet, and now these are getting resold in the price at $950 to $1,000 per square feet. That's one of the main reasons why I have been advising against investing in pre-construction projects, where there is a greater amount of uncertainty involved at the time of closing, which usually is 3 to 4 years apart. Many of these buyers and investors who bought pre-construction units in the era of low interest rates are in soup today to close on the units. This could further lower the prices of the condo apartment market. The pendulum is definitely swinging for the condo apartment market. But in our video today, we are going to understand what's next for the condo apartment market. And to understand that, we need to understand how overall market functions. And I found a very apt graph created by Dr. Roderick, which explains, if I need to correlate the stages in the graph to the condo apartment market, we can clearly say the period of 2005 to 2017 was a stage from takeoff to media attention. The year 2018 onwards, with stress test implementation, the condo market moved from enthusiasm to greed and delusion in 2020-2021. As investors thought there'll be a gush of buyers forced to buy condo as they would lose on their affordability. The early 2022 saw the condo market at new paradigm height. All this while, market ignored the COVID implications and buyers' preference toward buying a bigger space for themselves in a work-from-home environment. When interest rates started to rise at a faster pace, the buyers and investors were hanging on to condo apartment unit, hoping that the market could turn around quickly, without realizing that interest rate could stay higher for longer, and the gush of new pre-construction condo apartment units are going to start hitting the market from 2023-2024 onwards. So, are we in a fear stage as yet for the condo apartment market? Maybe not yet. It's also important to note that not all the markets may follow the complete cycle as shown in the graph. Some may just skip few stages, but in totality, all the markets do behave like it is shown in this graph. And if we understand the data and the pulse of the market, the condo apartment market have some pain to go through. So what are the 1% richest of the world are doing in this scenario? Where is the smart money and how do they consider this scenario to play out? Following are 3 key points which 1% common sense dictates. Number 1, the ratio of average detached home prices versus average condominium apartment prices. Amongst the data point the richest 1% of the world looks at is the ratio of average detached home prices versus condo apartment prices. Currently it stands at 2.03 times. Historically the average has been at 2 times. The times when the ratio has been lower than 2 times, the prices of detached home prices have risen more than condo apartment prices on an average. In my view, over the next 1.5 years, the ratio could reach 2.3 times if you consider the current condo apartment market scenario. Number 2, replacement cost. The current resale price in the condo apartment market in Toronto are in the range of $1,000 per square feet. This, according to few builders, are well below the construction cost. The prices in Toronto for the construction has increased substantially, and as one can see, it's highest amongst any major city in Canada. The construction cost has almost doubled since 2018, and the large chunk of this increase has been on account of higher raw material and labor cost, higher government charges, and higher land acquisition cost. All this amount to about 90% of total cost. The increase in cost along with reduction in the sale price has led to many projects being cancelled. In fact, starting 2026, many of these planned units might not hit the market. However, the good news is the prices of the raw material are declining across the globe. The prices of lumber, steel and concrete are more than 30% down from their peak in past few years. This, along with expected decline in wage growth on account of higher immigration in Canada, could provide some respite in construction costs to the builders. Having said that, at this point, there is a bargain that is provided in terms of resale price being lower than the replacement cost. And this bargain is likely to be available for some more time. The number 3 ratio the richest 1% of the world is looking at is the months of inventory. And the current months of inventory for Toronto stays at 5.4 months, which is supposed to be in a balanced market range. An inventory of less than 3 months is said to be a seller's market, and inventory level of more than 6 is said to be a buyer's market. In my sense, with new gush of under construction units getting completed, we might see market moving to a buyer's market inventory. And that's where the investors might start getting interested again. So if you are a seller, you need to know that only about 20% of the current active listings are getting sold in the market. And that means if the unit is not well laid out and if it is not rightly priced, it is increasingly difficult to get the unit sold. Another interesting trend is that owner-occupied and vacant condo apartment units are preferred over the tenanted condo apartments, simply to avoid the hassle of vacating the unit. The pre-construction property market is in fact bleeding. More than 70% of the units are offering price cuts, discounts or higher brokerage commission. Finally, the 1% common sense dictates when one is looking to buy for longer term, that is more than 3 years, one should look to buy when it is actually not conducive to buy. That is, when the interest rate is at the peak and the future path of the interest rate seems downward sloping, when there is a fear, discounts and bargains in the market. And seems like for condo apartment markets, the bargain is getting started. With that, I hope to see you in my next video where I would cover creating a financial plan in less than 10 minutes. Please like, share and subscribe to my channel as it will help me to create more impactful content for you. I hope to see you all in my next video. Until then, take care.